So we've got 5 brand new updates about the Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra, including our very first real look at the tablet. Let's dive right in. Hey everyone, it's Maiky here. So first off, yes, we've seen Samsung's official render of the Tab S11 Ultra before, but now we finally have the first actual photo of the entire Tab S11 lineup. Starting with the Ultra, it's sticking with that familiar water drop style notch, this time housing just a single selfie camera. The bezels, pretty much unchanged from last year. Moving over to the regular Tab S11, honestly, there's nothing new to see. It looks almost identical to the Tab S9, and just as a reminder, there's no Tab S11 Plus this year. Instead, Samsung is introducing the Tab S11 Lite. It shares the same overall design as the standard S11, but it's obviously a more budget-friendly option with toned-down specs and a lower price tag. Now here's the funny part, Samsung's camera decisions. The Ultra model has ditched the dual front cameras we had before. Meanwhile, Apple is doing the exact opposite with the upcoming 2025 iPad Pro. They're adding a second front-facing camera and cleverly positioning one for landscape and one for portrait. That way, no matter how you hold the iPad, the camera is perfectly centered. Samsung never fixed this problem with previous Ultras, and instead of improving it this year, they've just removed the second lens altogether. Maybe Samsung made the single front camera wider or more capable to make up for it. We don't know yet because the camera specs are still under wraps. What we do know are the color options. Both the Tab S11 and the Ultra will ship in gray and silver. Same as before, no big surprises. RAM and storage are also unchanged. The base still comes with 12 gigabytes, while the 1 TB version packs 16 gigabytes. Pretty standard for Samsung's flagship tablets. Speaking of specs, let's talk about battery and charging. The S11 Ultra still tops out at 45 watts charging, which feels a little outdated, especially when the Galaxy S26 Ultra is getting bumped to 60 watts. On the bright side, the battery is slightly larger this year at 11,600 mAh, up from last year's 11,200. That should give you a bit more screen time between charges. For context, the Tab S10 Ultra takes around an hour and 40 minutes to fully charge. With the S11 Ultra's bigger battery and the same 45 watt speed, expect it to take just a few minutes longer. Not a huge deal, but still a bit underwhelming for a premium 2025 device. Now on to the launch window. Samsung confirmed it's coming in the second half of the year, which likely means this month or September, since that's when the Tab S10 Ultra dropped. Another interesting change, the S Pen slot on the back is gone. Either Samsung kept the magnets but removed the visible marking for a cleaner design, or they may move the S Pen aside, similar to Apple. There's also a small chance, and I really hope this isn't the case, that Samsung might have stripped away the Bluetooth features altogether, leaving the S Pen as just a basic stylus. We'll have to wait and see. Looking at the rear design, the camera rings are gone too, now resembling the cleaner setup we see on the Fold 7. Performance-wise, the Tab S11 Ultra is running the Dimensity 9400 Plus. Benchmarks clock in at about 2600 single-core and 8000 multi-core. For comparison, the Tab S10 Ultra scored around 2100 and 7200, so there is a solid improvement, but it still doesn't match the Snapdragon 8 Elite inside the Galaxy S25 Ultra. That chip is a whole generation ahead. In day-to-day use, though, most people won't really notice the difference between an 8,000 score and a 10,000 score. Apps, browsing, streaming, multitasking, it's all going to feel smooth. But when you're dropping $1,200 on a flagship tablet, little things like this do make it feel like Samsung is holding back just a bit. Not a deal breaker, but definitely noticeable on paper. And before we wrap up, Samsung is also shaking up its phone lineup. The regular Galaxy S26 is gone, and it's being replaced with the S26 Pro. And trust me, it's more than just a simple name change. I'll have a full breakdown of that in the S26 Pro video, which you can find linked in the description. Thanks for watching, have an awesome day, and as always, keep smiling.